Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well today. For today's video, we're going to be testing out a bunch of brand new drugstore and affordable makeup, and I feel like it's been a minute since I've done a testing new makeup with all affordable stuff, so I'm really excited. We're going to do some color, and we have lots of good brands here: Catrice, Profusion, Kokie Cosmetics. Make sure you guys grab a snack, get cozy, or grab your makeup and your brushes so we can get ready together, and let's get into it and have some girl time. So first new product I have here is from Profusion. It is the Main Stage 23 shade palette. So this is a brand new collection that is available at Walmart. And by the way, Profusion has really good quality eyeshadows, so I have very high hopes for this. It's like an all pastel palette too, which is really pretty, but you get a huge mirror, which is nice. I don't know how I feel about these glitters here on the bottom. They look a little chunk, but honestly, I'm not even gonna use any of those today. I think I wanna do a little green blue moment up top and then a pop of purple on the lower lashes. That's kind of the vision that I have, but we'll see if it comes to life or not. So I think, which color do I want to start with? Let's go with this color and then this teal color up here. Let's mix those two, and that's going to be my transition shade today. I love this huge mirror, by the way. It's the best. And I'm going to build both of those colors up quite a bit. For these being pastels, they're actually very vibrant, and that's why I love Profusion. They have such nice quality eyeshadows. I've loved them for years. I'm gonna take this lighter green and I'm actually gonna mix it in with this darker shimmer teal, and I'm gonna dip into both of the eyeshadows and spray my brush, and I'm using a really flat shader brush. This one is from the Crayon Case. Pretty. These shimmers are stunning. Spraying your brush definitely helps, but I love the way they go on. Now let's amp this up a little bit with this darker matte teal. And I'm just gonna apply that on the outer lid, kind of blending it into that shimmer a bit. This is definitely kind of giving me like St. Patty's vibes a little bit, but it's cute. I don't know how it's gonna look with the purple on the lower lash line later, but we shall see. I'm taking a little bit of that purple in the palette and kind of just running it on my lash line a little bit, mixing it in with the teal as well. It kind of just creates this nice blue shade, and that's the same purple that I'm going to use on my lower lash line in just a minute. Gonna add a little bit more of that teal right in the center with my finger. That is so pretty. I just love mixing greens and blues and purples. It just makes its own unique shade. Like, look how pretty that is when you layer it. I am loving the way that that looks. I'm curious to try out this Strobe Lights mascara from Profusion. It's literally a blue mascara, and I don't think I've ever tried a bright blue mascara. It's in the color Days. I am going to apply lashes, but I just kind of want to see how this looks. They say blue mascara is supposed to make brown eyes pop. Ooh, okay, has a bigger wand. Let's see. Okay, the blue is actually, oh, it's showing up, but it's a lot more subtle than I thought. I definitely thought it was going to be more intense of a blue, but it's not really doing a whole lot to the lashes. I thought it was going to be a more voluminous mascara, but it's really not. It gives the lashes a bit of a tint and slightly some length, but it's a really natural mascara. So I think the eyeshadow palette is a winner so far. This you probably can skip out on, to be honest. Let's go in with this ColourPop mascara though. I love the BFF Volumizing, the brown and the black version. And these are super opaque and voluminous, these mascaras. So let's try out this purple. Ooh, this is like a lighter purple. Okay, I thought it was gonna be darker purple too. We'll see how this looks, I don't know. This might be better on the lower lashes. The one from ColourPop is definitely going to show up more and give you a bit more thickness and pigment on your lashes, so If you want a colorful mascara, I would say go with these. You can probably skip out on the one from Profusion. Honestly, it's not going to do much for your lashes at all. I just popped on some random lashes that I had here from BK Beauty. They are the Day Club False Lashes, and they're the collab that Risa Does Makeup did with them, and I really like these. They're super wispy, lightweight. I'm going to use this Profusion Stay Hydrated SPF spray before, just to prep and hydrate my skin. And then I also have a new primer from Koki. This is the Essential Hydration Primer. So this is going to be a little skin prep combo. So the mister from Profusion is a little aggressive. It's kind of like shoots out a bit harshly. I could definitely feel that SPF in the spray. It feels like it. It also smells like it. It kind of smells like perfume though. It's nice to have like an SPF spray before makeup. I mean, you should always apply that, you know, before you start your makeup and skincare and everything, but it's nice to have it. Now I'm going to use the Koki Essential Hydrating Primer. It just says it has a velvety texture and it's hydrating. Nice. It goes on like a lotion. Oh yeah, feels nice. Feels like skincare, which I like. This feels really nice. This feels like a moisturizer, like kind of moisturizer and serum in one from Koki. And you can get this brand at Rite Aid, and I really like it. They have a lot of good products. I have a new foundation here that I saw Magdalene Janet actually did a review on this. I immediately ordered it from Amazon because I didn't even know that Kiss had foundation. I always think of, like I said, with Kiss, lashes and nail stuff. So this is the Natural Finish Liquid Foundation. Apparently it has great coverage and it's matte. I got the color Soft Tan. And I'll make it work with concealer and all of that. So let's just blend that out. It's probably not gonna match. Honestly, it's gonna look crazy. Nothing like a fresh foundation brush. Anissa Beauty Pinnacle Foundation, as always. Definitely has full coverage. Yeah, and it's definitely too yellow. The coverage is really nice. Ooh, that looks scary. It's pretty though. Like, disregard the color and just look at the foundation itself because it looks good, but the color is completely off and it looks terrible, honestly. It does say natural finish, which I agree. I think the finish of this is probably going to vary depending on how you prep your skin, but it looks really nice. I think this definitely has a lot of potential. I wish the shades were better, but it's pretty. It's a really nice foundation. I love the coverage of it. It's definitely more yellow, I think, versus in the actual packaging. It looks a little bit more neutral, but I think I can make this work. I don't know. Definitely gonna add a lighter concealer just to balance everything out. I'm gonna use the IRL Filter Finish from Makeup Revolution. I didn't really see any new concealers at the drugstore, but this is still one of my favorites. I love the coverage of this. The formula is amazing and it's $7. It's really creamy and I like the way this wears throughout the day as well. If there is any new drugstore concealers that you guys are loving, let me know. I'm like pretty much still obsessed with this one. I love the NYX Bare With Me concealer serum. Wow, that really helped the foundation. The foundation color though, I think I can definitely work with it more. Maybe even if I was self-tanned or if I had just more of a tan in general. So I actually don't have any cream blush, but I do have this little concealer and contour palette from the brand Relove. You can get this brand at Walmart. I'm gonna mix just a couple of these contour colors. Formula is a little bit thicker, but it's blending. This has a little bit more of a reddish kind of undertone. Not too bad. This palette's like $3 too, and it definitely gets the job done. This is my current favorite drugstore powder combo. I mean, I have quite a few, but I really love this, especially when I'm gonna be out and about and I want a nice matte finish. The LA Girl Instant Finish Blurring Loose Powder. It is super smoothing matte, but not a drying kind of matte. And it's also talc free, which I love. So I'm gonna use that under my eyes and in my T-zone. And then I'm gonna use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder just to set everything off like the rest of my face. And I'll even go over this area as well. And it's perfect. I love how smoothing the LA Girl powder is. It's really nice. It's been one of my favorites just to like set my makeup with any products. It looks really good. Don't forget to blend out those creases and then set immediately after. It really helps for your under eyes to look as smooth as they can. I mean, if you have a couple little fine lines, that's inevitable, we all do. So far, I think everything looks so much better. The foundation definitely is like, I'm looking at the viewfinder and my face looks still a little bit yellow, so it's not perfect, but I love the way it looks on the skin. So now I'm gonna jump back into this purple color, and I'm really gonna just press that on my lash line. And I think to really make that pop, I'm gonna add some black eyeliner and then the purple mascara from ColourPop on my lashes. And then I'm just using a fluffy brush to really diffuse that color and make it look super smoky. I'm gonna take a little bit of this light gold and pop that in the inner corner. I'm still not over this huge mirror, by the way. This is like everything. I have this Longwear eye pencil. It's the 12-hour smudge-proof waterproof liner from Hard Candy. And this is what I'm gonna use to tightline my upper lash line and my waterline. Looks like this, looks super black. I'm just gonna add that right up top and on the bottom as well. Now let's add that purple mascara. I feel like I need a little bit of like a black mascara though too, so I'm gonna just mix in another one. And then I have this lip oil from Profusion, but I'm gonna line my lips with a little lip liner, and I'm gonna use this Hard Candy Insta Pout lip liner in the shade Perfect Match. It's really natural, actually. Might be a little bit too light. Let's add, I don't really know what kind of matches with this, but I'm gonna do like just a simple glossy lip color. This one is in First Move. Cool, now we can add the lip oil over top. This one, by the way, is in the color Vibin'. I don't think there's much color to these at all though. It's probably just clear with a little tint. It smells good. Okay, cute. Nice and hydrating. It smells good. It reminds me of something like a Lip Smackers kind of product, like from my childhood. So I have this Catrice, the Jungle Book face palette. So freaking cute. And this is what it looks like. So you get 2 highlighters and 2 bronzers. I'm going to mix both of these bronzers, and I'm going to just pretty much emphasize the cream bronzer that I applied underneath. I typically really love Catrice palettes, by the way. They're really nice quality. This one also comes with a mirror, which is nice. Really pigmented, but it's smooth. I like the way it applies. This is like a full collection, by the way, but there's a ton of new drugstore makeup. I was even unsure of what to use for today's video, so I'll be doing multiple parts because there's a lot of stuff, but this is one of the products from the collection. It looks really pretty. There's an eyeshadow palette. There's also some lippies. This bronzer palette is gorgeous. I love the tones of the bronzer. Now, as far as blushes, I have the It's a Vibe blush palette from Profusion. This is also a part of the same collection, so it's really pretty. But I also have these gradient blushes from Koki. I've definitely tried these before, but these have like a nice kind of shimmer to them. So this one, by the way, is in the color Crushing, which looks gorgeous. So I'm gonna try both of these out today. Let's actually go with Koki first, and then I'll try out the Profusion. I remember these being really pigmented though, so I'm gonna just do a little bit. Ooh, look at that glow. That's so pretty. So this is what this one looks like. I'm actually gonna just mix all of them. It's matte, but it applies really nicely on the skin. It's not splotchy. Let's emphasize the orange a little bit more. Wow, that's really pigmented. 2 totally different vibes. This one from Profusion is all matte shades, and then the Koki blush has that really pretty glow to it. If you're not into a glow, you're not gonna like this. It's definitely pretty intense, so it's gonna emphasize your texture. As you can see, like right here, it emphasizes all those little bumps that I have. So it's kind of inevitable with highlighter, but I do really like this. I like both of these. I think it kind of just depends on the vibe that you're looking for. I actually really like that lip oil. It has a very light tint. The last thing that I'm gonna do is set my makeup, and I have a new setting spray here. This one is the Matte Setting Mist from Koki, and it has a really nice fine mist. I love this packaging, by the way, but it says it's long wear all day, fresh for all skin types, and it has hyaluronic acid and biotin in it. I like the mister on it, I like the makeup. Other than the fact that my face is a completely different color than my body, I like the way it looks. It's been honestly about like 5 minutes, and you can kind of still see that the setting spray hasn't fully dried. You can also kind of see it on my chin. Now, maybe I used too much, and maybe I should have sprayed it further away from my face. So I'll definitely have to keep using it because I don't feel like it's 100% matte. So what I'm gonna do in the meantime is just take my powder puff and kind of just press that down on my skin so that it doesn't look wet and shiny. So I have to say, this is a pretty successful full face of first impressions. As always, I will continue to use the products and keep you guys updated in my hits and misses on the products and what I think about them the more that I use them within the next couple weeks. But let's do some quick speed reviews based on what I did use today. For starters, I actually really like this Profusion palette, and I think if you like color, you will like it as well. Of course, I didn't use every single one of the shades, but the colors that I did use, I really did enjoy. These glitters here, I wish that they were different, to be honest. I'm not crazy about how chunky these are. I probably wouldn't even use these because I'm scared that I would get one of these in my eye. The glitter it's pretty big, but I do like the other shimmers and mattes that I did use in the palette. I love the huge mirror, and I think this palette has a lot of potential as far as different colors. If you're into these kind of pastels, it's fun. If you have a lot of color in your collection, you probably don't need this, but it's a fun palette and I really enjoyed it today. I also really did like the ColourPop mascara. The purple, I actually want to continue to use this. I do really like this mascara. I didn't really like the one from Profusion. It wasn't doing what I thought it was going to do, so this for me is a pass. The ColourPop one is a winner. As far as the complexion, I really don't know how I feel about this Profusion SPF 40 setting spray. Not bad, but not something that I can really see myself using in my makeup routine. If anything, I might just spray this on like my chest and like my body. I don't know. I'm not crazy about the mister. The scent is pretty strong. It has a really strong perfume fragrance to it. So if that is not your thing, you're not gonna like this, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll keep using it, but it wasn't like my absolute favorite holy grail kind of product so far. Maybe I'll change my mind. I don't know. I did like the hydrating primer from Koki, but honestly, this feels like a moisturizer. So I feel like if you have your go-to hydrating primers or your favorite moisturizer, you don't need this. It's not really revolutionary or anything life-changing. It was nice, but it feels like a regular moisturizer. The foundation I thought was really pretty. I wish the shades were better and the undertones because it's definitely not my color, but I love the way it looks on the skin. Very flawless. It has great coverage and it looks really pretty. One of those foundations where it's not going to look like your skin but better, but it's going to make your skin look totally flawless. So I mean, for the price, it's really nice, but I wish it had some better shades and undertones. Maybe they'll add more to it. I don't really know. I did take a photo with flash also because I wanted to see if maybe that SPF spray from Profusion gave me a white cast or anything, and it didn't. Let me show you. Every time I take pictures in flash, by the way, I go in my closet where it's like completely dark and it always looks so scary, but I think it looks really good actually. I will say though, my face is very glowy. So that leads me into my next point. This matte setting mist from Koki. I don't really feel like it's as matte as I thought it was going to be, and it's one of those sprays where you're gonna have to probably go over with maybe your powder puff or your brush to really kind of like set the makeup because it will kind of still look wet for quite a while. So I like the mister on it. I definitely think it's really nice, especially compared to most drugstore sprays like that are really aggressive. This one is a nice addition, but I'll have to keep using it maybe with less of a glowy base and see how it looks. But I thought it was going to be one of those sprays that kind of like instantly mattified the skin, but I didn't really get that from this, so I'll have to keep using it and keep you guys updated. But right now I'm kind of like like it doesn't seem like it's a bad spray. It definitely is nice for, I feel like, melting in all of your products, but is it going to be a super intense matte finish? I don't know. We'll have to keep using. The blushes were also really impressive. This Profusion blush palette is so intense. It was a lot more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. If I had to choose one blush, I would say definitely go with the Koki ones. I thought the formula of these is so beautiful. I like how these also have a glowy element to them, so it almost looks like a baked blush when you apply it. And this is a gorgeous color for summer. The Catrice face palette was also really pretty. I love these bronzer tones. These are going to be like my new favorite. And I also really did like this lip oil from Profusion. It's nice and hydrating, and I like the little tint that it gave to my lips. I feel like if you do too much, it can kind of be a little gloppy on the lips, but it doesn't feel sticky, but it does feel nice, and I like the way it looks with the lip liner. Concealer and contour palette from Revolve or Relove from Makeup Revolution. I really like this. This was actually really blendable. I think this is $3, and I love the color payoff that it gave me. So lots of good stuff in today's video. I think my favorite things, if I had to choose, is definitely the Koki blush, the Catrice face palette, and I really did enjoy the eyeshadow palette. I also did enjoy the foundation if it had better shades. I do think it looks really flawless on the skin. So these are definitely my 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the 5th product that I loved? Oh yeah, the mascara. I feel like these are like my top 5, but I did enjoy a couple of the other things as well. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these. What are your thoughts? Is there any new makeup that you want me to test out? Let me know also in the comments. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. I love you all, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.